Now, you might be into manifesting and the law of attraction, and you probably have Googled how to use manifesting to manifest my dream body. And you get a whole bunch of these videos, usually of girls in their bikinis, about how I manifested my dream body in 3 easy steps. And I didn't even go to the gym or change what I ate. The reality is, can you actually think yourself thin or think yourself jacked? Well, in this video, I'm going to share the practical realities of manifesting that nobody talks about and how I used it to get a lot closer to my dream body over the last 5 or 10 years. What's up, guys? Alex Hine, author of the book Master the Day. Now look, I also have a 7-day fitness and weight loss challenge, right? If you pop on over to the link right there in the description, you're gonna see this picture of me doing a yoga pose, and it's a 7-day weight loss challenge. So go sign up and snag that, and it'll send you to an email course that'll send you an email a day on some of the practical and concrete steps to get started. So let's begin with this practical question. Do I believe you can think yourself thin or jacked? The answer is unequivocally no, because it's one of those things where you can't outsource your push-ups, as the saying goes. You can't outsource or just think about eating something different, but not eat something different. You know, I've actually coached hundreds of people through the weight loss process and through the goal setting process. And the number one thing that I've seen is correlated with people who get the best results is, number one, the people who change their beliefs and the people who take the most action. And literally in less than 1% of my coaching clients have I even seen something so simple as, these are my 1 to 3 habits, and this is what I'm gonna do every week without fail, consistently over time. So when people say that success is a matter of luck or just being in the right place at the right time, I can't for a second agree with that, because I know, having coached people, that a tiny percentage even commit to doing something consistently over time. So let's talk about how I think it actually can work. And this is what I call through nudges. So there was an interesting research paper written on habit adherence and how people actually change their behavior through certain practices. This kind of visualization, self-image altering process. And what that means is that you take time at the beginning or the end of each day to visualize yourself as the person you'd like to become. And that begins that process of self-image restructuring, like Maxwell Maltz talks about in Psycho-Cybernetics. So I think that this idea of manifesting really works where I'm in the morning, my goal is to lose weight. And in the morning, I'm seeing myself as the thinner, the happier, the more self-loving person who's making better choices. And then 10 minutes later, I'm doing my normal route to work. I stop by Starbucks. I usually get my medium latte with sugar and cream, and then I get my donut or my muffin. And this time I'm like, you know, I was just thinking about that kind of person I wanted to become, and it's like a little tickling. It's a little intuition that maybe today I'm going to hold off on the muffin. And then, yes, you will actually get results. And you didn't necessarily consciously try to change much. You've just really been thinking about the person you want to be a lot, and now it's in your subconscious a little bit more. So if anything, to me, that's how the law of attraction will help you get your dream body. And that's how it helped me get my own dream body in that sense, where each day I thought about the kind of person I wanted to become internally and physically, how I wanted to feel and how I wanted to physically look. And over time, you begin to think, well, all right, I want all these things. Well, what am I actually doing to get all those things? So on some level, you still have to be doing. There's literally no way without the doing aspect. And anyone here on YouTube or selling some stupid ass manifesting course, of course wants to sell you you don't have to do anything and you can lose 30 pounds. But you're probably smart enough to know that's not true. Now, the third thing I think it helps a lot with, though, is getting really clear on what you want. You may say that you want to get fit. You may say that you want to feel better. But when you go through this goal setting process, this pacing process, future pacing of what do I want that to look and feel like, then you realize, hey, you know, I actually want to feel healthier and sleep better so I don't have these bags under my eyes anymore. I actually want my skin to clear up from this acne I've struggled with, which may be partly related to my diet. Or hey, I feel like I'm friggin' bipolar and my moods are crazy irregular. Maybe my periods are irregular. And maybe through the diet, the exercise, through inner practices, through gratitude, through whatever, I can actually feel good consistently. So is it acne? Is it energy? Is it your hair being brighter and less dry? You get really practical on what each little aspect looks like. And so it gives you a much more directed focus for how you want to look and how you want to feel. And that to me is the process of manifesting is getting super granular, specific as to every level of what you want, how you want to feel. And that by itself gives you the clarity for what to focus on. So that's my 2 cents about manifesting your dream body. And again, in my own life, I literally did the process I talk about here all the time in the morning routine on how to visualize, but also visualize those things and the feelings you want. And that has produced a pretty dramatic transformation. But for me, it took 10 years, 10 years. I'm 6'2", maybe like 170 pounds now. And my natural adult weight is like 130 pounds. So that's like a female supermodel skinny. And that's just genetically how I was. And I have a lot of digestive stuff too. But if you think it's going to happen in 6 months, maybe extend that window or remove the time portion from your goal. And again, don't forget, I've included that free 7-day weight loss challenge. It's an email course right there in the description box. You're going to get a daily email and a daily habit to focus on to lose weight and to feel better. So check that out in the description box there below. You can also check out my last 2 videos right here and right here.